Assalamu Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillah, we'll go to the question directly now. And the question is, how was the life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he lived in Medina after leaving Mecca? So the thing is, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's life, he became a prophet at the age of 40, and after that he lived in Mecca for a period of 13 years. And after that, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went to Medina and he stayed the rest of his life in Medina. He died there, he was buried there. So, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the main differences between Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's life in Makkah and Medina, we can categorize them into many, but basically, if we just see the foundations, I think the main important part is that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, in the period where Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was in Makkah, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, it was like a Muslim living in a minority country. So it was not like they were in a majority Muslim country. They were surrounded by the enemies of Islam. They were surrounded by people who didn't know about Islam, who were mostly alien to Islam, the new teachings. Most of the time, they envied the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his new religion, and so on. So, in the period of Makkah, for the period of 13 years, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they didn't get much rules. So, to be honest, the most of the rules and regulations they were revealed after he migrated to Medina. So in the beginning, when he was in Mecca, in the period of 13 years, it was all about like purifying the hearts of the people who accepted Islam. So it was strengthening their belief in Allah, strengthening their faith, and things related to that. So after Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam migrated to Medina, it was a new environment for the Sahabas and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, because at that time in Medina, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the moment he entered it, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he made some political moves, starting from the what they call that the agreement Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the declarance Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made about a set of rules that the people of Medina will be following, and things like that, which made Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam literally the leader of Medina, because he is a prophet, he is our Imam, he must be the leader. So in Medina, he was like that. He was the leader of all the Muslims. So in there, it became a Muslim region. It became a Muslim area, just like a country. So now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started to send out, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started to send out all the rules little by little. So every rule that we can find, every Quranic verse related to rules, except for a few related to prayer and etc., except for them, all of them have come in the period of Medina. So there is what is important part related to the life of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Medina. Second one, in Mecca, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was unable to preach freely because he was surrounded by the enemies. The media of the enemies, they were very much against him. Like people who entered Mecca already got an idea, a bad image of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam through the Quraysh spokesman and so on. So the thing is, in Medina, it was not like that. He established a society very pure, very spiritual, those who were strict in their religion, those who had ultimate faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So anyone who entered Medina, they got the environment of Islam in there. So that is why even today, whenever we try to give dawah to the Muslims, whenever we try to do Islah to the Muslims, we always target making them like making every village, making every house, making every person, taking them back to the period of Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, where they were full of faith, where they were full of hope, where they were full of belief, and etc. No compromises, no sugarcoating, no stuff like that. So that is the main thing, the main difference between Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's period in Mecca and Medina. So normally it was like a majority Muslim country where Islam ruled, Islam dominated, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam set the rules, and so on. So at the same time, there was some aftermath to that. The thing is, when Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Muslims were separated in Medina, now the entire Arab clans who were against them, they started to wage war upon them. So as we know, except in some battles, most of them were Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam emerged victorious in most of them. And also, after Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam didn't have to worry much about the people who are surrounding him, he was free to preach others. So after he shifted to Medina, he was able to preach a lot of people who are outside of Medina. Like he sent letters to the kings outside. He let He sent what do you call that, messengers to the kings far away, to Iran, to Persia, to Persia, to Rome, and to Egypt, and so on. So that is one important part about the sallallahu alaihi wasallam shifting to Medina. There's a lot more, inshallah. So these are the main things. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.